hello. I thought, because I'm doing a little bit of a makeover in this corner over here, that I would do a little bit of a gardening how-to. Did these during lockdown, and they were really, you know, I was so thrilled by the response that we had, especially from people who'd never done any gardening before. Now, I'm a big gardener kind of with regards to doing things in pots. I spent so long thinking, what should I put where, what colours should I use, what flowers, and then I kind of discovered, you know what, just trust your gut. Hi Jess! So I just thought, trust your gut on this one. And that's what I've been doing for years and years. I've kind of gone off what flowers, what colours jump out at me. And then there was something I watched many years ago. It was Monty Dom, actually, at one of the Royal Horticultural Flower Shows. And he just said, do you know what? If you try something and it doesn't work, don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up, because there are so many other different kind of plants and flowers that will work for you. So I thought that is like best advice ever. So me and Mr. P went out on Sunday, or on the way back from somewhere on Sunday yesterday, and I was like, let's just go and have a look at the plants, shall we? I kind of sneaked it in. He didn't know that's what we were doing when we went out. Now, my greatest joy in the whole wide world is being able to get plants when they're on offer, and we did. We got a ton of plants. Just let me show you. Look at these. Oh, it just makes me happy. 50p. So they should have been £7 something. So we ended up with a trolley load. Now, don't get me wrong. So we've got a trolley load of busy lizards here, so you can see the colours it will be. Now, they're not all there, but I think for 50p we're doing all right. We got all kinds. Those we paid kind of full price for. We got from Lidl. Look how pretty are those as well. Don't be afraid to get stuff as well that hasn't opened either, because they've been sat outside for a couple of weeks now and they're just starting to open. And then we've had our pansies that have been sat outside for a bit and are looking just beautiful. I think they're violas, actually. Yeah, they're violas. I love violas. And we got quite a few of these as well at 50p. And all they needed, to be honest with you, is a good deadhead. And deadhead is dead easy, right? So deadheading is, let us just find something that needs deadheading. We'll go with this here. Don't be frightened of it. It's just a case of, literally, just like that, taking it off. Let's find some more that needs doing. The more that you do this, especially with plants like these, the more you do this, the more flowers will keep coming throughout summer. Now, violas, I'll be honest with you, hang on a minute, look at my gardening buddy. Hello? See, you start talking and it attracts the spaniels. Now, Raw, bless him, watch this. This is what he does. This is his sole purpose in life. So I've got thanks, Bobs. I've got the things I've just deadheaded. This is what he likes to do. That's it. That's just his sole purpose in life. I am obviously very mindful of what I throw to him, because not everything is okay. This is the other thing. Again, hi, Ems. Some things in life do not change. There you go, you. So, right. Oh, hello. Are you joining as well? Thank you. So, this is what gardening's all about. It's a full family affair. Last time I did this, I didn't have our Bobs and Fergie. So we'll see. We'll just see what goes on. So I brought a collection of items over. Thank you, Ferguson. Getting licks and all kinds here. So I just isn't here. So I just today got a new little fleece. Got a new little outdoor pillow. Just saying, so cute. I got a new little rug. Look at this, grass rug. And this little corner here, I'll be honest, it was looking massively neglected. So I've emptied it out. I've emptied everything out of kind of what needed emptying out. And come here, little me Crocs / slippers. And thank you, Bobby. It's just the realities, isn't it? You try. One step forward, 3 back in this house. I've also brought as well one over that clearly needs a clean, but we can do that afterwards, that's empty, because I wanted to show you something right from the beginning as well, and how easy this is. Like I said, just go with your gut feeling. And I'm very lucky. Just will get me some flowers every week, every other week. And I'll say to him now, once it gets to this time of year, I said, don't buy me indoor flowers, get me a pack of outdoor flowers. So for something like this here, where are we? There's 6 in there. You're talking a couple of £1, and if you can get them on offer as well. I mean, look how pretty they are. When I got these, like I said, I got these about 2-3 weeks ago, and they've just been sat outside, watered. Just starting to open now. These are fuchsias. So I've been in touch recently with a charity called Thrive, who absolutely is all about using mental health to help, using gardening to help with our mental health, and it's really reminded me how much it helps me being outside. So I've kind of in the last couple of weeks taken little steps so I can get my outside area done. I got some bits and pieces today just to make it a little bit comfier and prettier out here, but I wanted to make this little area here a little bit more presentable. Let me throw the ball, because what you can't hear is I've got a spaniel behind me going, please mummy. Let's have a look. I won't go with my gut feeling because I'm trying hard not to craves at people. Oh, you do make me smile. So I wanted to show you how easy it is just to kind of, let me just bring that down there because I want to show you this purple. I can't see what I'm doing from this behind bit. There we go. Thank you, Romeo. So we've got our purple one here. And I'm a big believer, in fact all of these ones are glazed ones, ones that we've bought or got at a garden centre. Probably not a garden centre, to be honest with you. We've got a car boot sale, but for me, I usually have an old bucket in here or something, or an old bin. We've got some really lovely, like the metal old bins, or a fire bucket. Honest to God, give me strength. Stop putting your head in your pants. Honestly, some things in the last 2 years have just not changed. I've got these lovely pansies here now. Look, stay at them at the back now, where he's lying on them. Oh, love him. Right, so I know these things are going to happen when I do this. So I just wanted to show you how easy this is, okay? So get yourself a pot, whatever the pot is. Don't worry about just go with your gut instincts. It's not, unless you're Emma, don't go with your gut instincts. What colour do you want? What colour do you want in your garden? Like I said, car boot says are brilliant. You could use old baskets and put like a bin liner in there, which would just kind of keep some of the water and put a few holes in because you need drainage at the bottom. Now, I'm really tight when it comes to buying loads of soil. That's actually what we went in B&Q for, was for soil. I just happened to get all the plants while I was there. So I'm really tight when it comes to it. So you've got this big pot here, one of these pots here. You don't need soil to go all the way to the bottom. A teapot, I have used a teapot. I've got an old kettle. I've done that before, actually, the old kettle. I'll do another little video on that at some point. So this is about kind of looking at how much soil that you need. So what I've done at the bottom is, you know, when you get a delivery of something and it comes with this polystyrene stuff, I just kind of keep it. And then I will use it at the bottom. You could use old bricks, you could use slate, you could... Hi, you help him? You could use it. Not help you not. No, don't eat. Hi, happiness. So you can use whatever you want, but if are you with me? All of a sudden you're going to be using less soil in there, because all that you need soil wise is you need to have kind of where the bottom of the root of the plant is with soil underneath it, but that's about as far as it goes. All right there. Yeah, are these to your liking? Are you liking these? Good. Well, we're not no raw. Give me strength. Right, bugger off. Come on, all three of you, bugger off. Nicely. So, it's not going to work, is it? Get off me, violas! Go on, do one. So I brought some soil over with me, because I am that organised. It's like little... Now I know why I do this on the table normally. Genuinely. Now I'm remembering why I do this on the table. So just literally, go your soil in. Right, so I'm covering the bottom, so you can see that there. Now I've already been playing before I came on, because I just wanted to see what I needed over here, because I didn't want to bring the whole world over with me. But what I thought, because this is going to be my seating area, I thought a lavender would be perfect. Because the thing is, as we know, when I talk about mindfulness, we talk about using our senses. So I'm trying to create a space out here where I can come out and I can sit and look at the garden, listen to the birds, get jumped all over by spaniels. It's just about bringing senses in. So I love lavender. So one, you've got the colour of it, which is beautiful. I know we're not doing smell-o-vision, but if we were doing smell-o-vision, oh, that is lush. Lavender is well known for its calming effects. So we've got two different things. we've got the colour, which is the lavender, and we've got the smell, which is the lavender. So I wanted some of this over here. So I got myself my pot. Literally, don't need that much soil in that. That's why I don't need it. You just play it as you go along. You know, as you go along. Right, that's better. So you want it in, and you want it to be. I'm just checking what you can and can't see here. You want it to be so there's some room when you backfill that in now. There's a room for water to land on top of it and run down. What you don't want is your soil coming over the top. Otherwise, it's just going to keep running over and take the soil with it. So just give yourself a little bit of room between. Like that. As you can see, and I've got some more over here. And then you just put it in like that. Press it down so it's not going anywhere. There you go, all around. There we go. I wish you could proper smell that because it smells beautiful. There we go. It smells absolutely beautiful. There we go. So what we'll do afterwards is give all of that a little bit of. Just put it in the middle, Nick. That might have been more helpful. Oh, there we go. And that will then give it all a good water. I saw Alan Titchmarsh once who said, if ever you were doing any watering, think about if you were moving house. Would you want to move house without having had a brew first? I thought, do you know what? That's right up my street. That you don't need to get any closer, you two. Genuinely. You were all right where you at. Why? Why are you here? Why are you here? You know, I did a video genuinely about 2 years ago. And he lied in all my soil that I just got sorted. Why? Look at all the room that there is, Romeo. He's just like there, darling. Okay. So what I could do, if we're going to keep this bit of a theme on, is I could get a couple of, and all I do when I do this, sorry, I'm doing it off camera, is that, and just pull them out. Don't be afraid. Don't yank. All right, but don't be afraid. Take them out, you'll know. So then find a little bit of a hole. Can you just see what I'm doing? I'm just putting hands in. Put that in down there. Put it in. There's one. Put it in. There's two. There we go. Now, I think there's somewhere about a rule of thumb that says use 3, 1, 3s and 5s. Just use what looks good. Because I can never remember what it is. There's probably room there for another one, if I'm being honest with you. But I just think we're happy with that. I might have a play later on. There's always room to add another one. Shall we have a look? Bobby. No, Romeo, I'm not taking these out for you to chase. Just put some of these up here. What do I reckon if we put that in there? So I don't know, sometimes I just think it looks a bit more cluttered. I'm not of the school, I'll be honest with you, less is more. Anyone who knows me, I don't know. I don't like that. Right, I don't like that. So that's that. What I might do... No, I'm going to go back to where I was. I'm going to go with that. I can always add another one over there if I want to. Put a bit more soil in. Make sure when you're putting the soil in that the roots of the plant are covered, because when you water them later you want to make sure that everything's covered. And the thing is as well, you want to make sure once there's sun on it and it starts to dry, that there is plenty of moisture around the plant. Now you can see here there's a fair bit of deadheading that needs doing. So as I said before, just any leaves that are looking a bit yellow, just pull them. No, Romy, I don't need your help, thanks, sweetheart. Just take them off. That's all you're doing. Taking them off, making them look pretty. And it is, and there's just a couple there. As simple as that. Let me put this back on. There we go. So that is our first one that we've got there. We've then got raw, genuinely sweetheart, don't need you. Thank you. We've then got one here that, I'll be honest with you, has been quite established. So it's got a little bush in it that I would have bought, knowing me, when it was tiny, because I wouldn't pay for something that was a bit bigger now. And then we've got some ivy. if you're ever going to get anything from the garden centre or a supermarket, wherever you go, get the little pots of ivy, because this would have been in a pot of ivy and it would have cost me £1. And I tell you, I would have split it into two like I have there. I absolutely love ivy because this is what it grows into. So what I want to do here with this one is I want to just add a little bit of something to it to give it a little bit of life. So I'm going to go with one of these freesias. That's why you're mithering your bowl's behind the plants, isn't it? That's a dangerous place. Go and get your bowl then. So that before you dig it in, I put it in, just have a play. That will obviously go. So get your gloves on. That's the one thing I will say to you. Get your gloves. We don't want anybody... There we go, getting it off, and let's just use your hands, or if you've got a little trowel or a little spade. Don't make it any harder work than you need it to be. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty. So, and that's what you're after, right? You have to go in, oh, that looks pretty. So I just realised I said that without thinking about it. That is not camera shy at all, are you? If only you were cameras. No, we don't need no. Stay there now. Stay there. Good boy. So, I'm happy with that. And then maybe what we could do... I want a petunia with a flower on it right now. Yeah, let's go with that one there. So we've got this one. Again, these go in the pack of 50p because some of them are a bit leggy. Some of them had a lot of yellow leaves, so I just had a play yesterday. So what I could do is dig myself a bit of space here. Put it on a little bit of an angle so it comes out like that. And all of a sudden, we've got, in no time at all, something that we've had already that we've allowed to grow. So we've got our evergreens, which are our ivy, and our little bush at the back. And we've added 2 little plants in for a little bit of colour. There we go. That lavender, I wish you could smell it. There we go. Let's move that back a little bit so you can see. Glad that I put this new rug down today. Maybe should have moved that before I put the soil on it. We'll deal with that after. So you can see, hopefully, how pretty that is. Just by adding 2 little plants. There we go. So we've got our lavender one there with our pansies. So we've got now, this here, it's got honeysuckle. Honestly, let's just look at this. Honeysuckle on a rose. It is so beautiful. That's beautiful. But at the bottom, as you can see, to be honest, I've cleared it a little bit. It was so full of like weeds and grass, and we feed the birds up above. So there's often bird seed in there, which then leads to grass being grown. So we've got this one here. It's got an ivy. Not ivy at all. Mine's gone blank. It has got a... It'll come to me. Or not. That's the case, ivy. And it's got a plant in there that it's had for years that just keeps coming back. It's one of my favourite plants as well. Anyway, it's where it is. It'll come. Oh, no. So, we've got all of this soil. I don't like that. That's looking a bit leggy, that there, isn't it? What I got here, we need a couple of bigger plants. So, I saw some of these. These were down to 50p. So, the idea is get a couple of bigger plants. That needs dead head in there. So you can see I just need to take that off. And what's happened is when they've been wherever they've been, they've just not been watered as well as what they could be. So that's what happens. So know when you go, have a look at the reduced aisle. You'll know whether or not you'll think something's worth saving. That over the back of there. I will get some more soil afterwards and properly backfill it in, backfill it all afterwards. And then what we could also have in there is, let's have a look what else we can have in there. We could have another fuchsia in there, which could be on. I'm going to just move the camera that way a little bit. I'm hoping you can see this, sorry. So you can see, can't you? Just need a right good water. Just use your hand, or if you've got a little trowel, use a trowel. Put it in, plant it down, and like I said, what I'll do is I'll get some more. Let's just make sure we can see that. What else can we have in there? We have got some I love busy lizzies. I love busy lizzies. They honestly, you get so many flowers. Again, these were down to 50p. They look like nothing now, but trust me, before long, these will just be a riot of colour. So you can just see, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just thinking what would look good where. You just want to add that little bit of colour that's in there. And like I said, go with the colours that really suit you. What did I do with those busy lizzies? That's there. Let's put another one that's over here. You to stand up, and then again, just for some colour, it'd be really good to get some of these petunias in. So sometimes it's getting a combination of things that, thank you Bobs, are already flowering, like we've got here, and then we've got things like the busy lizzies which are going to come through at some point. There we go. And then we're just going to put that at the back of there. Put some soil over it. Just get it to stand up straight. Be in charge as well. Are you with me? Make sure that when you put it in, it's standing the way you want it to be. It's looking the way you want it to be. You can move over a little bit because it's getting hid over there. Be in charge. Not too rough-handed. But don't be worrying too much. Just there we go. There we go. All of a sudden, we're looking a little bit prettier. I'm not sure about those pansies at the front. I think we'll have to have a play with those in a wee while. And then what we could do is put in at the back for some height one of the geraniums. So again, these are one part of the pack with the 50p for 6. So that would be quite nice at the back. I don't like them, sorry. That's as easy as that comes back out there. Don't like that, that's doing nothing for me at all. So what I will look to do is put some more busy lizzies in there. Hello Ferguson. You coming at me that way, Bobs? Bobs, can you come out of there please? Bobsy, come on out mate. You're hiding. There we go, that's better. That was just not... Bobby, come on, out you come. It's in there, at the back of there. Because that's clearly what that's all about. So there you can see we have our 3 pots that we've just spent, what? Hi Indy, thank you. You can see that we've just refreshed them up a little bit. What I'll do is I'll give them a really good watering now, and I'll give the pots a bit of a clean. I will also kind of give it a bit of a sweep up round here as well. But if I can get up, that's a thing within itself, and show you just how, if I move these out of the way, sorry. what a difference that makes. I'll take a picture after as well, just to add on, and I'll give it a bit of a sweep up of the grass bit first. But all of a sudden, we've got our new little sheet and our little grass rug. I try. I don't know if you heard me deep sigh then. So there you go. There you go. Let's show you the other two. Let's just scrap. And my mum's trying to do some mindfulness stuff. Oh, see now there. There's a picture, isn't it? I'll just lay it. That better be grass that you're eating, and not the new plant I don't usually eat the plants I've usually put in. Do you know me? You know, when you wonder why you bother. Oh, we do though. We do. Right, there we go. Let me know how you get on. Just like I said, get yourself out there. Get yourself some plants. They don't need to be expensive plants. Go out there and just go with the colours. Look at things that you think that's really pretty. I mean, just how beautiful are they? Absolutely beautiful. To be honest with you, I've got another pot round the corner, so what I might do is just pop those up. He's pruning my plants. Look at him. Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum. You got that ball, Mum? Any chance, Mum, you can throw a ball for me? There you go. It's other two. Well, I'm glad, Romeo, that you appreciate my new little area. And if it's good enough for my Romeo to sit in, then it will be good enough for me to sit in. But all of a sudden, this area now just looks a little bit more inviting. That lavender, as it's there when I come out just with my morning cup of tea and I'm listening to the birds. We've got a couple of birds that are nesting in this area here, so we've, as you can just see up there, we've always got birds, and so it's a lovely place to just come and sit. We get the morning sunshine, just come and sit first thing in the morning with my cup of tea, and all of a sudden it's just that little bit more attractive. Hello, folks. That little bit more attractive and just a bit more appealing, and it just helps with that being able to sit outside. It is scientifically proven that being outside 15 minutes a day helps with your well-being and mental health tremendously. I have found that being with the plants, being creative, just doing that little bit of deadheading is a really lovely way to be mindful. So from me and from the boys, there is one, because he's waiting for his ball. He just looks so beautiful, Romeo. There we go. From me and the boys, the other two have disappeared. Thank you, huge amounts. Look at that. Oh, Romeo, bless you. For me and the boys and the lovely plants, please enjoy your gardens. Doesn't need to be hard work, doesn't need to be expensive. Just get yourselves out there and just enjoy your outdoor space. Let me see any pictures of anything that you do. See you soon. Thank you. Bye, bye, bye.